Yeah, I think the future doesn't look very bright. Hello everybody, this is Judge's Free Time here. I just want to make a quick video over something. And yes, I'm going into dark rooms. Why? Because I can't sleep and it's 25 past 4. Yes. Anyway, today I want to talk about how I believe that the future is crumbling in a certain way with the way that digital is taking over our lives over something so easy when you looked at. I mean, don't get me wrong, digital's okay to a certain extent, but to be fair, there was nothing wrong with this in the first place. Nothing wrong at all. You tune it in and off you go. You're listening to really bad radio stations. No problem with this. This works fine. And it's cheaper too. But now, people are using this shit because of maybe a lie, maybe conspiracy, or maybe something to do with the fact that it probably is real. So let's have a look at this. So this is what we're looking at. The DAB digital radio. Going to be a new takeover point, apparently, in 2020. But who knows if this is a real news or if it's propaganda. Who knows? Maybe it's getting people to buy these fucking ridiculous devices. Well, I bought one of these ridiculous devices thinking that that thing is going to be crap in the future because it's going to be disconnected. But it's not. This thing, to be fair, is actually made of garbage. Mostly because it's made in China, like this ridiculous thing. But at least this ridiculous thing is cheap. Unlike this thing, which was 25 quid. Now, one thing I don't get is why is this 25 quid and this was 10 quid? I mean, digital is shit. There's a load of reasons why it's shit. People go on about, stable quality, but it's not very stable. If you move the aerial a slight, it goes off and then goes back on again, or crinkles, or makes a noise. And it's not stable because if you're in the wrong area, this thing completely loses signal and goes ape shit. Okay? So it's not very good. At least with this thing, it wasn't a horrible noise. It was just static. So that's technology going backwards. People say the myth of, it's better quality on DAB. No, it's not. I flick through two qualities through this thing. I flick through FM because it has it on here, and DAB. DAB is pretty shit. BBC Radio 1, not a problem, it was in stereo and in higher kilobits. Not a problem because they're a rich network. But other networks that are small, not naming them, have stereo in FM, but on digital they have mono. Yes, mono. Not a problem for this thing because it's mono, and not a problem for this thing because it's mono. But if you have a stereo DAB, it's fucking pointless. So this thing is absolutely fucking pointless. Mono is absolutely pointless. I thought we was in fucking stereo. Another thing is, they're going about how it's stable quality and such like that. But I don't think so. I mean, if you're in a car, wouldn't it, go off the signal and it would sound like a mishmash of pixels? With this thing, it just fuzzes off slightly or maybe goes off completely. And then what you do is you twiddle the knob to get it to the right thing. With this thing, you've got to rescan. Believe me, you've got to rescan quite a lot. So it's kind of bullshit, really. Digital's very bullshitty. And, it's just not great, in my opinion. It's not an upgrade, it's a downgrade. Same as Windows 10, same as Windows 8.1 from XP. Everything worked fine with the old operating system, and there was no need for it upgrading. And, this is the same problem with many industries. They don't fix a small problem, they go with the next stage up, which is the next thing in the line. People seem to think that it's stable. It's not stable. In fact, When I put it on FM, not a problem. But when I put it on DAB, it kept going in and out with the signal. It wasn't so good when you moved it. At least with this thing, it would actually fuzz off a little bit, but go in the right direction. Not a problem. Now, don't get me wrong, when this thing does go into good signal, you know, and you do have a stereo, actual stereo, not fucking mono, signal, it will work very well in stereo. But that's a very rare chance. That's 40% stereo on this compared to this thing. That would probably get 100%. So, well, absolute bollocks, people. Don't buy into this crap. And for 2020, well, if this happens, it's not going to be a very good future. I'm sorry. Anyway, JJ's free time out. Bye.